Hey everybody, it's Mike. Welcome to my video of the week. And wow, last week was an interesting week in the mobile DJ industry, wasn't it? I attended a conference down in Dallas, the Think Tank, as you can see from my t-shirt. The DJ Think Tank conference took place last week in Dallas, and I think there was another get-together in Chicago. I think they called themselves the Event Planning Think Tank, so there was a couple different small private little get-togethers in the DJ industry, and as has happened in the last couple of years, I guess because of that and because a number of people were checking in from various locales, there were also a couple of posts, some of which I found very funny on social media, kind of poking a little fun and asking some questions and different things like that. So I thought I would address Think Tank in this in my weekly video and kind of give you a little thumbnail sketch of what the organization is. We began 14 years ago, and really the original concept of Think Tank was, so many people have the thought when they go to a DJ conference, when they pick up the nuggets out in the hallways. I've heard so many people say, the best part of the conference is the conversations that take place over lunch and things like that. And I think the original concept of Think Tank was, what if we just boil down a big national conference to just a handful of people, not the best of the best, not the elite, not anything like that, but just a handful of people that you really want to network with and learn from, and what if we got together for a couple days and did that? And we did that for the first time 14 years ago, pre-social media. So at the time, one of our goals was really to kind of fly under the radar and not make a big deal about this kind of get together. And we were able to do that for the first number of years. We were able to do that because, pre-social media, you could fly to a city and hang out with a couple DJs and nobody really knew about it. But I'd say for the last 7-8 years, I don't know, maybe I'm off with my timeline, it's become more and more difficult to do that. And we have not even tried anymore. And nor do I think we should even try. I'm of the philosophy that, I'm proud to be a member of Think Tank. I was a founding member of Think Tank, and I've been there all 14 years. I've made 13 of the 14 summer symposiums. I did miss 1 year because I had front row tickets to see Prince, and that's a decision I'll make a million times in my life. But I've been there for 13 of the summer symposiums, and they are great get-togethers, and I learn a lot, and I get to socialize with DJs, and they're just fantastic weeks. So I'm proud of it, and I'm one of those think tankers who actually posts from our different conferences and uses the hashtag and wears the t-shirt proudly, and I'm a proud member. But I also have no problem with some of the funny, comical posts that are put online. I quite enjoy being called that I'm part of the DJ Illuminati or what's our secret handshake or whatever. I'm great with that. I'm not, and I don't really think there is any think tankers whose feathers are easily ruffled by those types of things. So I know there were a few posts last week, and the one that I just wanted to address specifically is kind of what I've already said. We are not a secret society. We exist. We have no problem telling people we exist. We have no problem telling the industry we exist. But there are things that are secretive within our discussions. One of the rules in Think Tank is that what's discussed in our seminars and our get-togethers really needs to stay within the group. And whether you're in Think Tank or not, I think you can appreciate that. I mean, if you were at a conference or in a conversation with somebody and you shared some, really important, private, intimate type information or knowledge, you wouldn't want that broadcast to everyone else in the industry. And that's really one of our goals in Think Tank is that we keep what's said within our walls as private as possible. So are we a secret society? Are we a secret group? No, not at all. We print up t-shirts. We can't be that secretive. We have a hashtag. Most of our members proudly announce that they're going to the summer conference or we're going to a dinner. But we do try to keep some of the things that we talk about, especially the specifics, we keep those hush, if you will. And if that makes us secretive or elitist in your eyes, there's nothing I can say to combat that. That's up to you if you decide that. I do want to say this. We were also challenged by Stacy Zeman to write an article for Pro Mobile DJ about why, or I should say, I think Stacy's challenge was, what does Think Tank do to benefit the DJ industry? Stacy, I appreciate the invitation, and any fellow think tanker that would like to write that article and submit it to Stacy Zeman, I encourage them to do it. I'd love to hear more than one opinion about it. I did write that article. I did, however, submit it to John Young, who I've been writing for gosh, I think as long as I've been in Think Tank, almost, I think about 13 or 14 years, John, you'd have to correct me. I forget exactly how long. I know we celebrated our 10 years a number of years ago. So I've been writing for John for an awful long time, and he's put me on the front page for an awful long time, and I just thought I kind of owe my loyalty a little bit more to John than to any other publication. So I did write an article about what Think Tank does to benefit the DJ industry, kind of answering Stacy's challenge, and that will run in, I guess, a week. Because I submitted it over the weekend, so I think that will be front page of the August issue. So if you'd like to see my thoughts even further on this wonderful organization, Think Tank, that I'm proud to be a member of, you can check out the Disc Jockey News this month. So there you go. Thanks.